I wonder whether people actually like to talk about things that people think about. Do you actually like to speak what is in your mind with other people? Have you reached the state where you are able to talk about everything that you think about on a daily basis? Can you do that with the people that you're close to and the people that you're surrounding yourself with? Or is that something that you're craving? Is that something you're longing? Or is it something you've never even put your attention to? Do you think that what you think does matter to be said to the world? Is that something that you want to do? Do you think that your voice has to be expressed in some type of way? Are you that type of person? All these questions lead me to the fact that either way, whether people are thinking in the same way as you are or not, they just have to accept the wisdom that you give them or accept the fact that you were thinking that thing. So it's not really in their hands to validate the fact that you are thinking in that way. It's their only job to listen and give their opinion on the wisdom that you've just shared. So it's not the fact that people don't like to think about what they want to say or that they don't think before they speak. In fact, people who are able to speak their mind are people who are able to be more safe in the presence of their thoughts, because that is how you know that a person has reached that place of authenticity, because they know that what they're speaking is something that matters, because what their thoughts are consisted upon is something that they value, because that has reached them to that point of celebrating what they've gone through and celebrating what all thoughts they've accumulated, so that they can ultimately be a more happy individual and be a more happy person that can be at peace, because they know that either way, whether people want to get to know them or not and whether people want to understand them or not, they are just able to be the version that they are without the need to feel like they are unworthy, because they know that unworthiness isn't something that affects them now. So basically, the rabbit hole I went down upon tells us that people who speak their thoughts are people who understand the fact that unworthiness is a myth, and they understand the fact that you have one life, and in this one life you only have two things that you can really call for yourself, and those are you, your ultimate form of being, and it's your voice. Because if you didn't have a voice, people wouldn't get to know you, you wouldn't be the person. Because a person is characterized on the basis that that person has a certain type of ulterior motive to propagate something, right? So, for that motive to happen, you need to express it. It's not something that you can keep it in your mind. But the actual struggle comes when you understand the fact and when you realize that you don't know how to express that. How do you be fully authentic and speak your mind to the people that are around you? Or how do you express yourself to the world? Maybe you want to do this globally. Maybe you want to create a YouTube channel and actually become popular so that you can share your wisdom in a more good way. And that is also where my rabbit hole has stemmed from, which is the fact that people don't like to listen to a girl talking about what she thinks about, because people think that a girl thinking isn't something that they are going to be benefited with. But I don't think people realize that the mere fact that a girl thinks is validation for them, for the fact that they also think. So the more you listen to what other people have to say and what other people think about, you are more able to reflect upon what you think about. and you're more able to resonate with that and use it like a node of reflection, ode to reflection, self reflection. So the ulterior motive of all these videos and all the ways that I want to give is the fact that it's not because I'm doing this so that I'm understood. It's not the fact that I feel unworthy if I don't share these things, what I think about. It's the fact that I want you to see that your thoughts are in a certain way that can resonate with other people. You are not crazy for having to go on these rabbit holes. You're not crazy for being an overthinker, as if overthinking is a thing. It's just the fact that you are able to find yourself in a more accelerated way when you actually listen to other people, when you actually see what people have to say. People talk because they have a reason to. They wouldn't talk to you for the fact that they want something from you. And if you are surrounded by those types of people, then you probably have to go and see what you're letting into your life. But what we categorize as inspirational leaders and motivational speakers are people who are actually able to help you by just listening to them. And think about that. Think about the fact that you are to be able to change your life by just listening to another person and listening to what they have to say. That's the power of the experiences that another person goes through. You don't need to go from suffering to success, because the mere fact of just listening to people who have gone through the suffering is enough for you to actually implement that. And there are going to be challenges in every person in this planet. I'm not saying that your trauma or your sufferings are invalidated by those types of people who have gone through actual suffering. But the mere fact that just listening to another person is powerful, and you can use that to your advantage. You can use what I'm telling you right now to the advantage. And it's not that what I am saying is not benefiting you. You are not using this for your benefit. You are not using this in such a way that it is able to make you a better person. And it's all your fault. If, if whether you want to accept that or not, it's all your fault. Understand that at some point in time. Sorry. And yeah, I do these videos so that I can say what I think about, basically. But I do this for myself. I tell that to myself that I do this for myself, but actually I really do want to impact people. I really do want you to be able to not feel alone and not feel like you are in a rabbit hole that you can't get out of, basically. And remember, the grass is always greener on the other side. It's just the fact that you have to go through this period of understanding where you've come from and understanding how you can deepen your connection with what your true values are. And those deepenings always come from consuming social media isn't always a bad thing. It's not always bad to listen to another person ranting. It's not always bad to listen while another person tells stupid stuff about you. It's actually great that you're listening. The most amazing thing that you can do for yourself is listening. It changes everything. It changes everything. Just listen to what matters. And that's all you have to do. Because once you listen, you can't not create. You can't not do something. Because when you listen to so much, you go through your own experiences and you go through the experience of listening to yourself. So when you listen to yourself, you can't not follow your actual soul's purpose. So it's all from listening. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next message.